Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Faye back with another video. If you guys haven't already read from the title, today we're going to be doing a get ready with me for vacation, and your girl's going to Japan. Yes. So you already know the prep has to match the trip. I know you might see my hair and think that this was a happy ending, but y'all don't know the stress. Y'all don't know the shake that this prep has actually given me. I went through it, y'all, and you know what? Just keep watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure y'all stay tuned for the Tokyo vlog and the Osaka vlog. Yeah, you guys are in for a treat because this trip is about to be epic. Okay, so I'm going for a new look today. I'm so excited. So for the first step, I'm just going to refresh my wig. And honestly, you don't always need to go out and buy a brand new wig for every vacation. Sometimes replacing the frontal is more than enough to bring it back to life. And it's something you can definitely do yourself. I'll walk you through exactly how I do it. Now, it's actually been a few years since I've done this. I used to make and customize wigs back in college, but it's been a while. To start, you need a new wig and some T-pins, and you can just get these on Amazon. I'll leave the links to these in the description box. And I like to secure the wig really well, pinning not just around the perimeter but also throughout the wig, just to make sure it stays completely in place while I'm working. You don't want it slipping and sliding all over the place. Then I like to section the frontal away from the rest of the hair. This part is extremely important. Take your time and make sure all the hairs are fully separated. If not, you could accidentally cut into the hair while removing the old frontal, which you definitely want to avoid. When cutting off the frontal, go slowly and carefully, y'all. Take your time. Try to leave as much of the wig cap on as possible, since you'll be using that to attach the new frontal. For sewing, you'll need a needle and thread. I usually go in with a darker thread so it doesn't show through, but if you're working with lighter hair like a 613, you can use a lighter or a brown thread instead. Here's the new lace I'm working with. Oh y'all, it's a 13x6 frontal. The lace is so thin, which I really like, and the size gives a lot of room to work with, so it should last for quite some time. When threading the needle, I double the thread and knot the ends a few times to make sure everything is secure and won't come undone while sewing. I personally find it easiest to flip the wig upside down and pin the frontal in place exactly where I want it. I started sewing from the middle just in case I needed to adjust anything, but you can start from either side if you prefer that, because honestly it takes way less time. For the stitching, I'm doing a simple loop stitch and going under each stitch for a bit of an extra hold. Normally my stitching is a little bit neater, y'all, don't judge me, but I was a bit pressed for time here because I still had a few more errands to run before my trip, but it all came together in the end. Once finished, I went over the final knot a few times to secure it before tying it off. You want to make sure it's tight, like not too tight, but make sure that it's not loose at all. And that's it. The frontal is in place and everything looks so neat and secure. Now it's time to move on to the dyeing process. This already looks so good. I can already tell this is gonna look amazing. Okay, so now we're moving on to dyeing the hair, and y'all, I'm so excited. I already picked up the dye from the beauty supply store. This is the inspiration I'm going for, a deep burgundy. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous this looks. I didn't want anything too bright, just something a little richer and more toned down. It's actually so funny because my first ever YouTube video about 8 years ago was me dyeing my hair burgundy, so this really feels like a full circle moment for me. I love this method because you don't have to bleach the hair first. It's so much simpler and a lot less work. So the first thing I did was to protect the lace, y'all. Protect the lace because you definitely don't want that getting dyed. I used Got2b spray and applied about 3 layers, making sure each layer dried completely before adding the next. You can use a blow dryer to speed that up if needed because the glue does take some time to dry. For the color, I used 3 boxes of magenta and 1 box of red, but I only added about a quarter of the red, y'all, a quarter, since I didn't want the color to lean too bright. Honestly, I feel like I could have just gone with just 3 boxes of magenta and that would have been great. Now, I'll be honest, this part did not go as smoothly as I planned. This is where I made a bit of a mistake, okay? So I used a 40 volume developer, which processes the hair much faster. Normally that wouldn't be an issue, but I had a lash appointment right after, so realistically I should have gone in with a lower developer, like maybe 20 volume. Still, I decided to go ahead and mix everything together. I did a 1:1 ratio, and the one tip that really helps is applying the dye to damp hair, y'all. Just make sure the hair is not dry. It just allows the product to spread much more evenly. A lot of people recommend using your hands to apply the dye, and I do agree. It makes it easier to work the product through. I sectioned the hair into 4 parts, which I find the most manageable, and then I applied the dye throughout it, brushing through each section to make sure everything was evenly coated. Towards the end, I was a bit pressed for time, so my application wasn't as precise. In the front, I still wanted a slight ombre effect, so I slowed down and I tried to feather the dye a bit here to give it more of like an ombre effect. Once everything was fully coated, for a deep burgundy like this, you typically want to wrap the hair in foil or a plastic bag and let it process for about 90 minutes so it doesn't dry out. Did I do that? No. I was so tired from all this trip preparation that I ended up falling asleep, y'all, for 4 hours. I woke up slightly stressed, rinsed everything out immediately, and as expected, the color was much more red than I wanted. It wasn't a bad color at all, just not what I had in mind, especially with me leaving for Japan in 2 days. So at this point, I just needed to fix it. So I went back to the beauty supply store again and picked up a deeper brown dye to do a dye bath, which helps tone the color down. I used Adore in the shade Mocha, poured it into boiling hot water, and mixed it thoroughly to make sure there were no clumps. You want to make sure there's no clumps in the water. I did a quick paper towel test to check the color, and it wasn't quite deep enough, so I added a bit more dye. I definitely recommend doing a small test section before dipping the entire wig in, just to make sure you're happy with the color. And so after that, I dipped the whole wig in and just made sure everything was evenly coated, and then I combed the hair through and let that sit in the mixture for about 10 minutes. And now let's see how it turns out while I head to my lash appointment. Guys, I am so excited because I just got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max. I am super excited because I really wanted to take a lot of photos on this trip, and I do not like being the person who's like, oh, can you take a photo of me? And then I have to like get my photos, and then it's just a whole thing. So I got my own goodie. This is a hack that the representative told me. So basically I ordered my phone on the Apple website and they said that there was no iPhones. Next day, my friend was just like, oh, maybe you should just go into one of the stores and see if they have any. And I was like, I need to do that. Like, I'm leaving tomorrow and it was not gonna come in time. I picked this up yesterday and literally this was the last iPhone in stock. Like, God is good. God is good. Look at her. All right, so I am once again a bit late and I need coffee. Like, I don't think I'll be able to make it to the end of my appointment if I don't have coffee. Right now, the airports are going through so many issues. People are getting to the airport like 4 hours before and still missing their flight. So my flight is originally out of Dallas. Don't even worry with the details because there's a whole backstory. And I am super nervous because I have to get there at like 3 a.m. I don't even know what that means. Like, so clearly I'm not sleeping tonight. So I need this coffee because Starbucks will be closed by the time I get out of this appointment. At the same time, like, I don't want to start drinking coffee at 9 p.m. because this is not good behavior. Puja, what is this behavior? I am really excited for Tokyo, y'all. I don't think you guys are ready. I have been planning, I actually got my outfits ready and I'm so excited to shop. I have a few items on my bucket list. So anyways, we're gonna really have a time. Can I have a iced caramel latte? The medium size, the grande.
All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Thanks.
So I'm on the way to my hair appointment. I'm going to one of my favorite stylists in Atlanta, Style by Chi. I'll leave her details here. She's actually a London hairstylist, and if you know, you know. Like, they know what they're doing. The London girlies, I need it. So anyways, I'm so excited to go to her, and I really want her to make sure my wig stays on. Anyway, I think I'm half delirious, y'all. I've really been running off like 3-4 hours of sleep this whole week. Hair on as like my, you know, errand wig, and honestly it's actually not that bad. Like, I got this hair from TikTok shop, and every time I wear it and I tell people that this hair is from TikTok shop, I get compliments every time I step out the door. Like, wow, like I have officially converted to middle part supremacy because I don't know what it is. Maybe my face looks more symmetrical, I don't know what it is. So today I'm going to go for a middle part. Yeah, I'm gonna do a middle part, so it's gonna be really fun and really exciting.
Welcome to Starbucks. Woo. Oh my God, welcome back, gorgeous.
Hi.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come here more. Don't even tempt me with a good time. Oh, stop. Oh my gosh. I'm blushing.
You know, we got multitask, that traffic, that peak
The
time,
traffic.
that things.
Okay. Never mind.
No, it's great.
I just said hello to this guy. I was walking by. I said hello. And he said, sure. Sure. Okay. I'll just be polite, but okay. While I'm waiting, I could just do a quick OOTD. So I'm wearing this Amazon bodysuit and I love it so much. Like, I feel like it's so comfortable. Jeans are from Zara. It's from Fendi. Honestly, I just put all my stuff in here. And then from Cartier, some like UGG slides. Anyways. Hi, sorry baby. We are ready to go. Lighting is just always consistent. Ooh. I have skirts. I don't know. It's just a lot. At least I'll be. Didn't Tiffany just get that? Who is she? Wow. Little hair. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. I was so nervous about the burgundy, but it came out so good. I'm gonna leave her details right here because I said I wanted deep layers and middle part, and this looks amazing. Yeah. This hair, this hair is everything. I am literally so obsessed. I can't. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I got these Sony headphones for Christmas and I have not opened them yet. I am literally so excited. Apparently these are like viral noise canceling. They beat all headphones, including Apple. Let's see if the hype is true. So these are the Sony WH100XM6. I feel like y'all could have come up with a shorter name. Like, you know, this is a bit long, but anyways, these are the headphones. I'll put it on screen and I'll leave the link below. Wow, oh my goodness. Wow. Whoa. Oh, are the headphones. And like they open up this way. Interesting. Apparently like they don't like get makeup on it like the Apple ones do, which I'm excited because the Apple ones are like all makeuped out. Oh, the fact that they have a bar here, this is so cool. I love that. This is what I'm thinking of here, but I think I want to do burgundy, and I think this is burgundy right here, right?
Yeah.
Or this one?
It's a little bit more like red orange, but I think this one's like a maroon.
Yeah, this is a whole shebang because like they have, okay, cocktail menu. Oh, it's complimentary.
Yes.
Oh, can I have a tequila sunrise? How cute. This is what they look like. I'm going to Japan in 4 hours, and yes, I'm still packing, which honestly should surprise no one who knows me. Packing for this trip was so stressful. I am such an overpacker by nature, and knowing I'll be gone for 2 full weeks did not help that at all. And if you've seen the fashion in Japan, just know that they don't play. Grab my packing cubes early because I knew I was gonna need all the help I could get because they keep everything so organized and honestly helped me fit way more than I expected. I wanted to make sure I had enough outfits for every single thing I might do, so I actually made a Canva with outfit inspo and tried on every single look beforehand because I had zero room in my luggage for something I wasn't gonna wear, especially since I already knew I'm coming back with a ton of new things from Japan, so I needed that space. My whole strategy was building around versatile pieces like my jeans and things that I could style multiple ways, but also making room for a few statement pieces. Like that black straw skirt you saw earlier, I picked it up in Nigeria and I have been trying to wear it for the longest, so she is absolutely coming. I'm taking a mini break to take out my heatless curls because it's now 2 hours until my flight takes off, and this is honestly the best hack I've learned this year. I feel like I have a cheat code to making it look like a blowout every time, so let me know if you want to see my heatless curls routine. Now, I do try to be more organized than this, I really do, but of course I waited until the last minute, so please do not be like me. Give yourself time. Future self will thank you. All right, zipping up this luggage and I'm headed to the airport. And that is it. I'm officially ready for Japan. Y'all, I'm so excited. This trip is gonna be amazing. The trip actually made it out the group chat. I'm ready to go. Please let me know if you guys like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to stick around for the Japan vlog. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. But anyways, let me go catch my flight.